welcome back. So today I am going to be talking to you about the Pixarathon. I'll leave a link to the Twitter down below, but I am partaking in the Pixarathon for the month of July, which is tomorrow. You wrote one in there, Livy. Now I do have my list, and I'm going to go through all the books that I plan on reading this month. This month just gone, the month of June, I haven't read anything. I think I've read about 30 pages of Tithe by Holly Black. I haven't even finished that book. So I'm going to try and do a readathon, because why not? Why not? So, without further ado, I thought we'd jump straight into it, and I've got my books here ready and I've got my list, so let's start. The first one is Toy Story, which is read a middle grade. So for that I have chosen Rogue Wave, which is by Jennifer Donnelly. This is the second book in the Deep Blue series. I read Deep Blue about a year ago whilst I was on a cruise ship. It was in the cruise ship library, Deep Blue, and I read it in I think it was about 4 days by the pool. So it was a really good book, so I want to read the next book in the series, so that is Toy Story. Bug's Life, read a book featuring invention and or inventor. I am picking, and it's not in my pile, oh, it's actually down there, it's actually in a little dust hardback protector, and it is Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare. I don't know if I will read all of it in the month of July, but I will certainly be giving it a go, because that is a chunk of a book. So obviously the inventor is Fairchild. I can't remember his name. Matthew, is it? I'm not too sure. Yeah, Chain of Gold. Although that's not Chain of Gold. Anyway, let's move on. Monsters Inc. Read a book that will scare you. Now this was kind of a recommendation. This is Tunnel of Bones by Victoria Schwab. This is a second book in the series. First book obviously being City of Ghosts, which I read during my May Royal Readathon. So I'm looking forward to reading that one. Finding Nemo / Dory, read a book featuring found families. That is going to be The Devouring Grey by Christine Lynn Herman. I'm excited for this. I picked this up last year before Yelk, because Christine was actually there, but I didn't get this book signed, unfortunately. I didn't have enough time. So busy at Yelk last year. So yeah, that's going to be Finding Nemo. Incredibles, read a book about fighting for good. Now this one I'm really excited for. This one is Lady Smoke by Laura Sebastian, which is again another sequel. I just realised how many sequels I've got in this. Anyway, this is the second book in the Ash Princess. Really looking forward to this. I read Ash Princess 2 years ago now. Going on 2 years since I read Ash Princess. So I'm excited to see where this book goes. Then Cars, read a book featuring fame or celebrities. I have gone for Giggorilla by Ashley Poston. This is a recommendation by another friend. I'm really looking forward to it because it does sound right up my street. It's a really nice contemporary, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. Got to turn the page now. And hair behind the ears is not a good look. Ratatouille, read a book about an unlikely friendship. I have gone for The Coldest Girl in Cold Town by Holly Black. I love Holly Black's work, so I really hope I like this book. Yes. Then Wall-E, read a book about dystopian future. I have got Eve of Man by Giovanna and Tom Fletcher. I started reading this a couple of years ago now. I even got it signed, but I DNF'd it, and I really want to read it because I've heard so many good things about it, so I think I just need to plough through it a little bit. So I'm going to try and read that. Up, read a book featuring characters with a grumpy / sunshine dynamic. I have gone with another recommendation. This is The Shadows Between Us by Trisha Lievenseller. So I'm excited to read this. This does sound right up my street. I'm really looking forward to reading this. Then we have, I just realised my collar's been wonky this entire time. Why didn't you guys tell me? Next up is Brave. Read a book with an interesting mother/daughter dynamic. I have gone with Wicked Fox by Kat Chow. Really looking forward to this. I don't normally read these types of books, so I'm really excited to try this one out. Then we have Inside Out, read a book with all the feels. Now this one I've kind of interpreted it. I've gone with Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. This is actually a reread, and the reason why it gives me all the feels is because this is the book that got me into reading. If you want to know the story, check out my book newbie tag. The story's in there, but this is my all-time favourite book, so it's going to give me all the feels and all the nostalgia, and I need to read it before August when Midnight Sun comes out, so it's in my reading pile for next month. The next one, I don't actually have the book. It doesn't come out until the 7th of July, which is Good Dinosaur. Read a book that takes place I can't speak. Good Dinosaur. Read a book that takes place in an historic setting. In a historic setting. Just no good at this talking thing. Good Dinosaur. Read a book that takes place in a historical setting. Unravel the Dusk by Elizabeth Lim. I've taken it as a historical setting in a fantasy type of way. I just needed to fit this book into one of my reading prompts because I will be reading that book as soon as I get the parcel from Waterstones, where I've pre-ordered it from. So that's why that's that book. Like I said, 7th of July that comes out. I'm so excited for that. Next up we have Coco. Read a book by a Latinx author. I think that's how you pronounce that, Latinx author. I have gone with Woven in the Moonlight by Isabel Ibanez. I think that's how you pronounce it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please let me know if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So I'm really interested in this book. I got this in my Litjoy crate. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I got it from Litjoy crate. Yeah, let's go with that. So I'm really interested in reading this. And then last, but certainly not least, Onwards. Read a book with a focus on sibling relationships. I have gone for Akafas, or A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. So I finished reading Aqua War. I think that's the third book. Yeah, Aqua War's the third book. Back in April, and then May happened, which was my Royal Readathon, which I stuck to the books and I read 8 books in a month and I was over the moon. And then this month I haven't read anything, so I'm going to be reading this next month. I know I'm going to love it. It's part of the Ekatar series. Cannot wait until book 5 comes out. Or book 4 even, because this is 3.5. Book 4 comes out. We have a title now. I'm so excited for the title. I'm excited for more Cassian. I'm not gonna lie. Excited for more Cassian. They are all the prompts. I hope you liked the video. I'm excited to start reading these books. My tactic for reading the most books is reading the smaller books first. So I'll be reading Akafas, Tunnel of Bones, Giggorilla and Twilight. I know Twilight's not necessarily a small, well no, it's a fairly small book, so I'm going to start reading the smaller books and then work my way up to some of the bigger books if I have time. I'm probably not going to read all of them. I know I'm not going to read all of them. The most I've ever read in a month is 8 books. So trying to read, how many books are there in this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Don't think I'll read all 14 books. Like I said, I think I'll probably get around 4 or 5 read. That's going to be my aim, is to get 4 read. I might push it to 5, I don't know, but I'm definitely just going to see how it goes. Read the smaller books first and work my way up to the bigger books, which probably means I won't get around to Chain of Gold. But anyway, that was my Pixarathon. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. A little disclaimer, I would like to apologise for the poor lighting. It's very grey and cloudy outside, and it's like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm doing this on the 30th of June. Damn it. Bye guys.